Do 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 do.
Good morning, St. Augustine! We have some major stories coming your way. Just in this morning, breaking news of an uproar at Monday morning table helps and task changes.
Yes, and also a major tropical storm, fasting, forming off the Atlantic coast heading quickly towards us. Should be hitting us by Friday. See how this could affect your weekend plans.
And would you like to know how you can better participate in and join your local community? Tune in for details about this Saturday's Revision of Life.
Ah, great. Kelly, did you hear there are now 22 women in the St. Maria Goretti house?
You know what, Brenda? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I heard they have one more entering this week.
Oh, I just hope they've prepared themselves because they will be at max capacity.
You know, I have heard that in the past, they have slept on the floor.
Oh, well, this is what they're preparing for, to love and serve.
Okay, hold on, Brenda. Yes, we have Jenny live. Jenny, please tell us what went down at Monday morning table helps.
Thank you, Kelly and Brenda. Monday morning helps were definitely something to see. Sarah has allegedly reported she will not be taking the diary for another week. I repeat, not taking the diary. And as you can imagine, this created an uproar. We haven't seen one like it since 2013.
Yes, well, I'm sure. Now, Jenny, what was the outcome of the uproar?
Well, Sarah has recanted her statement and says she will be taking the diary for another week. She was slammed with corrections about her pride, laziness, and indifference and has completely broken down. She will need to take some time to recover, and we can only hope that next week's helps will be more encouraging.
Okay, yes. You know what? They should be more encouraging because we break them down to build them up, folks. That's what we do.
We sure do. The word selfish was thrown around about 7 times, and that she has a victim mentality. Now, these are things she can work on and change. We can only hope she can stop pointing the finger and learn to take ownership for her own reactions.
Now, Jenny, did she stay in silence?
Yes, Brenda, there was that victory.
Thank God for that. All right, Jenny, we'll tune back in next week to see what happens. Thank you. Ba-ba-bow!
And now we hand it over to Summer with our weekly weather forecast. Summer.
Well, here at St. Maria Goretti, it's rainy, thunderstorming, and lightning all at the same time. Talk about complicated. Honestly, it reminds me of the girls. Approaching us quickly is a large weather system known as the storm fasting. And now, we do see a potential for this storm to turn into a hurricane, but with the amount of parties, sweets, and condiments that the girls have put away this weekend, we don't really see that becoming an issue.
Okay, of course.
Now, Summer, what is the plan of action for this storm?
That's a great question. There's a few things that you can do to prepare for a storm like fasting. The first thing that we recommend is cutting out all sweets and condiments. Absolutely no meat. We're going to tend to avoid secular music and superficial conversations. And then the best preparation that we can do in our own homes is to deep clean. And taking these necessary precautions, we should be well prepared for a storm like fasting.
You know what, Summer? Those are some very helpful hints. Now, what can we expect to see as a result of this storm?
That's a good question. With the storm fasting, we can anticipate some added irritability, a general fatigue, a heaviness of body, mind, and soul. And there's also a great potential for tears, which honestly seems appropriate for a fast like this.
Yes. And Summer, what are some ways the girls can buckle down to weather the storm?
Brenda, you kill me.
Good one. Now, if you'd like to prepare in a more extreme way for this storm, there's always the option to concrete fast. And all you need for that is just bread and water.
Yes. More concrete, more simple. I love it.
Yeah, or the more heavy way. You know, concrete does weigh a ton.
Yes, but a better way to prepare.
Isn't it great our community is starting
Yes.
program called Revision of Life, I believe is the full name.
Yes, Brenda, it is called the Revision of Life. But you know what? I have heard on the low that some locals are saying this revision of life will bring dissent and division to the community. And I, for one, echo those concerns.
Yeah, well, I see where they're coming from, as this program does bring out a lot of pride. But paradoxically, it's created in a way to actually bring unity to the community. And we have here with us Nancy, head and expert of the liturgical team. Nancy, now what are some of the positives of this program and how it will actually unite our community?
Yes, I'd love to, Brenda. For starters, each person has a voice. They can contribute
To what they see needs to change. No voice goes unheard. Based on improvement needed, each individual receives a personalized commitment, and they have 2 weeks to maintain this commitment.
2 weeks. Okay. Well, Nancy, I have to ask, do these people even really maintain these commitments?
Now, that is a good point. They are held accountable. If they do not pull through, they receive reminders, and many actually have to put in daily public reports.
Yes, accountability is key to success.
It is.
I agree. All right. Thank you, Nancy. We'll check back in next week.
And please stay tuned with us after the break. We will be touching base with our St. Marie Goretti volleyball team, who just had a major win last week, those girls.
We will see what strategies they're cooking up.
Thank you, and good night, St. Augustine. That was great. That was very great, Brenda. Thank
Great
you.
newscast, Kelly.
I did.
Anymore. Go organic, go green, go natural. Rather than purchasing masks that prevent you from being authentically yourself, keep you hiding your emotions, shop our Community Tenacolo Market today and invest in the real you and make a difference.
We have one. No, Chris has one. Chris has one.
Okay, family, so I've decided to take the task of diary. I'll go first and I'll set a good example.
What's the diary?
Well, Megan wrote about her experience with the diary in her last letter. They say that families should walk with their children. This family will support her.
I am never reading you my diary.
Yeah, and what exactly is the point of this?
Well, Megan says it's to look at our poverties, recognize behaviors, and our patterns, and to be honest. I'll go first.
This should be good.
Here we go.
Good evening, family. This morning I woke up late and cold because Frank took all the blankets because he's selfish.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Isn't that pointing the finger now?
To get revenge, I did not make extra coffee.
Wow, Mom. Harsh.
I guess that was rude. Sorry, Frank.
Thank you.
Yep.
I woke up Kirsten sternly because she's lazy and never wakes up. This always puts me in a bad mood because she doesn't listen to me and it forces me to be mean.
And whose poverties are supposed to look at? Yours
Seriously.
or hers?
Harsh.
I left all the dishes on the counter and rushed back to work. On the way, someone cut me off. I honked the horn and used foul language, and this helps to get my anger out, and I felt better.
And what exactly were you doing to cause him to cut you off?
I didn't see, I was putting on mascara.
Oh,
Irresponsible.
At work, I had a lot of emails. I started to read them, but it got overwhelming, so I marked them all as read. But I did add to my calendar that the Bed Bath & Beyond sale ends next week.
Mom, didn't Megan mention that they don't cut corners when they work?
It was time for lunch, and so I decided to treat myself to McDonald's.
Now, that doesn't sound like you're taking care of yourself. It sounds like you're just trying to offload on the food.
After lunch, my boss called me into the office and corrected my work. Are 4 minor mistakes really a big deal?
Mom, I think that's your pride. Megan spoke a lot about that one.
Well, he never calls me to tell me I'm doing a good job.
And that's your pride too.
Respect.
Sometimes you just have to be quiet and listen to the man.
You know what? I don't think this diary is such a good idea anymore.
Oh, yes, it is.
I think it's great.
Do I really have to listen to this for the next 2 weeks?
Yes, we're gonna suffer with it.
I have stuff to do.
Tired of loading off and not being able to carry your own weight? Rather than sticking with the old fads, try this new exercise equipment. It strengthens your backbone and gives you the strength to carry your own suffering. Walk like a woman. Talk like a woman. Be a woman. No more putting the weight of your difficulties on your loved ones, but rather gain the strength to hold it yourself.
Oh, the anticipation, the anxiety, the excitement, the fear, as I tried to peer through the tinted window of the rear.
Oh God, I just want to die, but all I do is sigh.
When she steps out of the car, it's love at first sight. I tell myself we'll be best friends, and that's a for sure, not a might.
Who is this girl? I think I might hurl.
We hit it off just right. I'm always by her side. This isn't just a new walk, but a great joyride.
Elizabeth won't leave me alone. Oh, please, I just want to go home.
Sometimes she's angry, impatient, and a little scary. But that won't stop me because I'm her guardian angel, you see.
Angry? I'm about to throw a fit. If she doesn't move, she's going to get hit.
This guardianship is a fight, but that's okay. When you have your friend to walk hand in hand from the darkness to the light.
Turn off your mic. Oh gosh. Thank you. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. I'm gonna just chill here till we Holy Spirit.
Man, what a good-looking crowd. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there and tell you all about how I started to share. In St. Maria Goretti, I started my days, holding it all in until I started to blaze. Hanging out, relaxing, acting all cool, hiding my pride like I'm not a fool. Got a couple of girls, wanting my good. Started stern reactions, never thought they could. I got in one little fight and the whole house cared. They said, you can't hold it in, you gotta start to share. I fought and resisted them day after day, but they persevered and loved me anyway. They gave me a push and wouldn't leave me alone, so I might as well try it, cause I can't go home. Sharing what's inside, yo, this is bad. Getting it all out and feeling free at last. Is this the way the girls from Maria Goretti living like? This might be alright, but wait, I hear the temptation and all that. Is this the type of place they just call this cool cat? I don't think so. I'm not weak. I hope they're prepared for the Princess of Conceit. Well, my knees fell, and prayer came out. The dude on the cross looked at me with his hands out. I ain't trying to surrender yet, I just got here. But he embraced me and my fear disappeared. Started to walk and to look at my part, to share the good and the ugly that's in my heart. If anything you could say, it's a miracle. But I thought, nah, it's Jesus, he does the impossible. I came to the conclusion through reflection and prayer. The switch inside me, that's my pride and fear. Looked at myself and could finally say, I'm sorry for my pride. Thank you, please help me.
Bravissime. Lauren, the best. Okay. You see this little introduction of life of Maria Goretti, giving some meaning to the skits, to the reality what is lived in community, but also with a lot of fun. And that is the best part of all of it, you know, because that's life has to be lived well. And also sometimes we ease in skits and jesty that made them also to realize, you know, that in living well, even suffering sometimes, you know. And so that's also, if we want everything we talk about all day pretty much, in a moment that they are represented, that you will see even more tonight. You know, because we really want to try to educate all of you in Cenacolo, but also, and then you see the spirit of our girls, you know, that, and also the freedom that comes in times also. It's not like the first day they come in community, we put them here to make a skit. But it's always an overcoming, you know, and it's good for everybody to be free, to learn how to smile. Mother will love to laugh, you know, in community. We love to be funny, but also joyful, laughing, and, you know, but in a good way, in a sincere way, in a simple way.